Purdue players heaping praise on their new head coach, Jeff Brohm, and why wouldn't they? Purdue off to a 2-1 start. The head coach of the Boilers, Jeff Brohm, kind enough to join us. The first coach ever to do this, to come join us on Tailgate. So we are very appreciative. What has pleased you the most about your team's play through these first 3 games?
Well, we've had 3 very good weeks where our team has come out. We've played hard. We've been into the game. I think our guys have really bought into the fact that if you just lay it on the line for 60 minutes, give it everything you got, good things will happen. And we try not to worry about the end result. We just worry about taking care of the small things, giving great effort. I think the Louisville game at halftime when we came in, if you saw the face of our players, they were so happy and excited that I think they got a lot of confidence from that. Now there's a lot of optimism, and I think they believe in themselves. They like playing the game of football, and we've got a big test ahead of us today.
You do indeed. What does a day like this and a scene like this and enthusiasm like this mean to this program?
Well, this is why you play the game, and this is what it's all about, and this is why the game is a lot of fun when you get in an atmosphere like this. So it'll be great for our team. You know, they haven't had this in a while, so they're hungry to get in this type of setting. The fans have been tremendous ever since we got here, and I think they'll show up this game and give us that extra 12th man that hopefully will help us because we'll need all the help we can get. But our players will play hard, and I think they'll give great effort.
Coach, you've played for some really great coaches. You've been on some great staffs. Who's influenced you, or some of the guys that have influenced you in the way you call the plays?
Well, I've been fortunate enough to coach with a lot of great ones and play for a lot of great ones. And, you know, when I was playing and trying to make a living out of it, you get released and cut, and you move on to the next spot, and you just learn as you go. But really, it starts with the fundamental parts. Even my high school coach, Coach Lampley, to my college coach, Coach Snellenberger, I think he was the best at getting guys to believe they were a lot better than they really were. And when we took the field, we believed we could beat anybody. And I think he was the master at that. That's something I've tried to take from him is really, if you can instill that belief in your guys, they work all year long now. Nowadays, the year-round regimen that these college football players go through are a lot harder than when I played. So to reward them with being able to play in these type of games, it's up to us as coaches to put them in a great situation and to take care of them. But our players really feel like they can go out there and compete.
So let's focus on the quarterback position. And how do you make a determination on how much each guy plays or when they play?
Well, you know what? We really didn't have a set formula for it. I think it was a close competition. Both guys have competed and improved. David maybe was slightly ahead in camp, but then he went out for about 2 weeks, so I thought Elijah deserved the right to start the first game. And both guys, because of the competition, have really improved, and they've done a lot of good things. And even though David has really played solid the last couple of weeks, Elijah's come in there, and he's done some good things. So while it is a slight problem, I think it's a good problem to have 2 guys that you feel comfortable with. Both of them have played meaningful reps in all 3 games, so I think when we put them in, our team has confidence in them. They have confidence in themselves, and it's good to see those guys improve each week.
Coach, you hear so many coaches talk about every game's the same, the 1-0 mentality, downplaying certain games. You're getting ready to play a ranked team. Is the approach any different, even if the logistics aren't different? Is the emotional part any different?
Well, I think we're realistic on it, and this is a huge game. You know, while we want to treat every game the same, and we say this is a huge game, and really it's because it's the next game. But you know what? We are playing a top caliber team, ranked in the top 10, one of the top teams in the conference, tremendous talent, well coached. So it is a chance for us to kind of put ourselves on the map, and I think it'll be a huge test because we're going to have to do all the small things right. We're going to have to play hard. We're going to have to be into it. We're going to have to not beat ourselves, try to get this thing in the second half. And then the second half, then you never know what can happen. So it'll be interesting to see how our players respond.
So, Coach, hearing that, is there only one acceptable outcome, a win today, or is a close, hard-fought game something you can build off of?
Well, we want to try to win, and that's what we shoot for. But in the end, I honestly believe that if we can leave this football game and say that we gave great effort, we played hard, we were into it, we didn't beat ourselves, then we'll be satisfied with the score. But normally when that happens, the score is what you want to see. But this will be a true test because we can't have a lot of mistakes. We've got to play close to flawless and really execute well in order to win.
Coach, you are banged up coming into this game, particularly on defense. Can you update us on some of the guys, DeJuan Hunt, TJ Jallow, TJ McCollum, and then offensively Markel Jones as well?
Well, it's that time of the year. We've got some guys with some injuries, haven't been able to practice much this week. A lot of them are going to try to go, I think, today. We'll see how it goes. But quite a few key players on defense and really quite a few key players on offense. But you know what? That happens to every team. I think what we try to do is we do try to play a lot of guys. We try to build depth for when things like this happen. It's not a huge drop-off. So we're going to have guys step up. We're going to have guys kind of suck it up and play as hard as they can, even if they're slightly injured, and give it their best effort. But that's part of football, and I think our guys will respond and do a good job.
Head coach of the Boilermakers, Jeff Brohm. Coach, we really appreciate you coming by.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Coach.
Best of luck today.
Thank you.
Against Michigan.